I'm Elsie Normington and welcome to Elsie's Extracts. Today I want to talk to you about the topic of coping with worry. Right now, going through this pandemic, it seems like everybody is worried. We're worried about our health, we're worried about our jobs, we're worried about income. There's loads of different things that people are worried about. But it's so important that we have a strategy in terms of being able to cope with the worry that is coming across our lives right now. And so today I just want to talk a little bit about what is worry. So worry is being constantly concerned about a particular issue and where we verbally focus all the time on that issue. So we're talking about it all the time, we're thinking about it all the time, and it's really just dominating our whole lives. And the issue is around worry is it really affects not only our mental well-being, but affects the whole of our bodies as well. And so there can be real physical results of worrying. For example, I'm sure we've all at times experienced that feeling of feeling sick in the bottom of our stomach, often because we are worried. Secondly, worry can really trigger all these stress hormones where we've got an overload of these hormones throughout our body, and it can cause our heart rate to go faster, so really affecting the mechanisms of our heart. And thirdly, worry can just produce all this negative energy throughout the whole of our bodies. Our bodies actually have over 30 trillion cells, and just imagine if worry is producing negative energy in all of these 30 trillion cells in our body. So it's really, really important that we get that strategy as to how to cope with worry. So I've got 3 little tips for you today. So the first tip is distraction. And I think that to distract, we really need to have a happy place that we can go to in our minds. Now, I don't know if you've got a place that you can just sit quietly and visualize. It might be a beautiful scene somewhere you've visited, it might be a happy memory, but just to take that moment, a few moments in fact, just to sit and close our eyes and just think about that happy place and that happy memory and all the circumstances of it, and allow your breathing to calm down. So that can be really helpful in trying to diminish these feelings of worry. Secondly is diversion, and so diversion is where we take up something physical to do a physical pastime, a job that needs done, and what happens is we get very focused on that job in hand, and it can diminish that ruminating and worrying all the time. So that's distraction and diversion. And thirdly, it's about making a decision, and I encourage you today to make a decision not to live in that place of worry. It can become a real lifestyle, and it can be a real signifier of our lives that we just constantly worry and we talk negatively all the time. And I encourage you today to make that decision to think, no, I'm not going to live anymore in this place of worry. Now, yes, I do understand that we have to cope through this pandemic. There are many concerns about it, but we need to find that coping strategy so that we can get our way through this pandemic and come out the other side and stay in a balanced, calm situation for ourselves. And so today I just want to share a little Bible verse with you from Matthew chapter 6, and this is what Jesus said. He said, do not worry about your life. I'm going to say that again. Do not worry about your life. Now, I don't know if you can hear the birds in the background. Can you hear them? The birds are all singing around me. And Jesus talks about the birds. He says, look at the birds. They neither sow nor reap, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. So you are much more valuable than them. That's how our Heavenly Father sees us. So I encourage you today then, not to worry, to distract, to divert, and to make that decision. No, I'm not going to live in a place of worry, and I will cope and get through this season of my life. Thank you very much for watching my podcast today, and we'll see you next time.